A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Georgia Tech making some noise in college football last season, going 9-4. This team was strong in the ACC at 6-2 overall. Brent Key looking to keep that consistency and continuity heading into 2026. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Yellow Jackets ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. A huge opportunity for both of these teams to get a boost and find a way to break into the top 25 if they can come out with a victory. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you think about the history of college football, you have got to think about Bobby Dodd Stadium. It is the oldest stadium in FBS history, built in 1913. On the campus of Georgia Tech, this place has seen a lot of great college football through the years. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. A live look at the flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Yellow Jackets head coach before the game. Because both teams are fighting for their status in the college football playoff rankings, both in the top 50, but they need these crucial strength of schedule wins to impress the committee. When the Big 12 takes on the ACC, there is a lot on the line because these two teams will look at this outcome of this game in the postseason and how it will affect their seeding later on. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. The pitch. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Trying to beat the D deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Inside the touchdown, Georgia Tech. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolls into the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
On the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
From the gun, give to Hardy. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number, has confidence in himself, goes and gets the first down.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. To stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Simmons makes the catch. It's Hardy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Up in the gun, here's Simmons. He lobs one high down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Look to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
But from here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Austin Simmons, the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Ready? Hey, kill it. 674, take off. 674, take off.
To throw, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in, it's Hosman. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Alexander. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He's taking the shot. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. 4th down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. All the way back to the 15. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've blown an opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Here's Simmons to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Terry. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Back to throw, it's Simmons. It's complete to the left. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Might be looking to run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throwing Simmons. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Lost one deep down the right side. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Missouri. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's a heat. And they got it.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Blue 22. Blue 22. Shift.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Oh, they're after him. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gives it on the option.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Just feeds the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Simmons throws to the tight end. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Missouri trying to convert this 4th down. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He's got it. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Akron taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Zips looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It'll be 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Looking down the middle. It's caught. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Tigers racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play. What do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And it just, he kept going.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Here's Simmons to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw in the double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw him in the double coverage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Escapes the pressure going right. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. Throwing Simmons.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! That one will give them the lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the chute, toss to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Looking for space. It's Hosley. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Using his feet. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And, man, you knew he could do it, right? That's why you want to be in 3rd and short. This offense, he drops back to pass. Everybody thinking pass, but he knew exactly where he needed to get. Lowered the shoulder, got there, got a little extra, but that's why this offense is so hard to defend.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. Got his man to the left. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
The offense changing the play. Running inside. It's Hosley. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it 1st and goal. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets with an answer. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Simmons on the move to his left. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an...
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. The give to Hardy. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Here's Simmons to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Fourth down, Simmons. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. On the run, it's Cosley. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive...
Makes the grab in their space. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Yellow Jackets have pushed it inside the 20. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Can't hang on. He muffs it. They'll pounce on the loose ball in the end zone. Stop the drive, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
And they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Right back to Hardy. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Here's a give to Hardy. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short.